Welcome back. So the big business of influencers, people with large social media followers and followings, able to turn that into big money, spotlighting products and places to millions of consumers who follow them. It's not just like names like Cristiano Ronaldo, Kim Kardashian, and Ariana Grande. Everyday people are becoming social media celebrities, even children, and companies spending billions on those influencers. Joining us right now is Ryan Detert. He is the influential CEO. Ryan, tell us what influential does and what does a brand look for in an influencer?
Thanks, Maria. Well, influential, we match these brands to influencers based off of like transparent data around demographics, contextual relevancy, psychographics, all ways to find the best possible people. And they want to have an influencer that's highly engaged, that speaks to a specific type of content, whether you're a fitness star, you're a fashionista, you're a gamer. And if you can match that brand to influencer appropriately and they create branded content on these social platforms, they can make a lot of money.
It's Veronica Dagger. This is such a crowded space. I look at my Instagram feed and it's sponsored posts and then ads by various influencers. Do you think this has hit a saturation point? For example, I'm not going to buy anything that's promoted on any of these feeds because I know it's an ad.
So I would say that there are some influencers that we call have become a NASCAR hood. They have too many branded logos on their feeds. And if that's the case, yes, there are people that have lost authenticity. But ultimately, a human trusts a human more than a human trusts a brand. If a brand says they're great, well, of course, you're the brand. But if you are an influencer that speaks as a review of how great that product is or how much it really integrates or helps your life out, I would trust that as a consumer, and it's showing in the data that you actually are driving people, more to sales in store, online, foot traffic. Anything you can do around measurement is mapping back much higher for person to person versus brand to person.
Ron, it's Dagan McDowell. The Wall Street Journal had this in-depth look at the influencers and how some advertisers are questioning what they're getting for their money. A quote, this is a quote from the article, "A whiff of deceit now taints the influencer marketplace. Influencers have strained their ties with advertisers by inflating their number of followers, sometimes buying fake ones by the thousands, and also damaged their credibility with real-life followers by promoting products they don't use." And I will point to the Fire Festival and all those very attractive models who were paid to post about the Fire Festival, and then we know the disaster that ensued.
Sure. I would say that article is spot on if it was 2017. 2 years later, all the things around fraud, measurement, and authenticity have been mitigated and created by companies like ourselves, where I can actually make sure that no one has any fake followers based on signals of if they in fact bought them at some point in the recent past, if they have fake engagements, if they're buying likes or comments. All of that is now detectable, so you can actually pick out influencers that really do have an actual engaged audience. And then the Fire Festival, I hear it all the time. It actually did work. Unfortunately, it worked with a bad product at the end of it. I think that ultimately you have to trust the people that are advertising to you. And if you, in fact, mess up and you lose that trust of a consumer, they will not follow you or they will speak negatively about you. And that will hurt your overall value. It'll hurt your growth as a brand. So I think it's kind of endemic that people are going to do whatever's best, to help grow their own audience in exchange for money. But it has to be money that is well earned and actually authentic and not just simply to pay the rent.
So I just point out, though, that article was reported in 2019, and they're talking advertisers in 2019 right now. And so if they're having problems with the influencer market, then there are problems that are 2019 problems.
Sure. So we work with all the big Fortune 1000s, and we've seen this market grow year over year, double in size. And the only way it grows double in size if, in fact, you can see the efficacy. I'm happy to speak to the editors directly, but tell them that brands, the biggest in the world, are looking to find out, does an individual's post, an influencer's post, drive me to take an action? And the answer is yes.
So what are the metrics? I mean, how is how do you measure the effectiveness of these paid posts? How do you know that they're getting their money's worth?
Sure. Yeah, so there's the vanity metrics that have been around for years, like likes and comments, impressions, delivery. We care about it influential. It's all about real-world business outcomes. Can an individual that an influencer puts out content around a CPG product, could you buy that in an actual physical store? You can do that because if you all know when you go to the grocery store, if you type in your phone number or your loyalty card swipe at the register, we know what's your basket purchase. So we're literally mapping back sales of yogurt, of soups, of products in stores. So really showing actual return on ad spend, which is the ultimate holy grail. If every dollar you spend leads to more money back, you're not going to stop.
All right, we will leave it there. Ryan will be watching. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Ryan Detert.